Friends, comrades, welcome back to our beautiful nation of Tecnovakia. Today we got a couple of optimizations to do, and after that I think it's a good idea to start not building but planning out our oil production already, which is going to be in this area here. That's why I have the map open already, because we have two spots that we could reach. This is number one around here, and then another one here close to the river where we could build like one pump jack. And the reason I want to plan this out is so we can then think about how to reach it with the rails, because transporting oil with trucks I don't think is really feasible. We could have a long pipeline, might be interesting, but I think we're gonna want to transport it by rail, because we'll have to build a couple of these pump jack settlements, I'd say, because we have one source of oil here, then we'll have another one up the river here, like there, and one there. So the best way I think to connect those is through a couple pump jacks. The big question that I have though is how we're gonna get a fire brigade up there, but that's a question for another day. For now we'll get into doing a couple optimization and then planning the layout, and I'll just unpause that and we'll get to it. Number one, I do want a little bit of a faster, well, first of all let's take care of the resources, because we are already, we've drawn down our gravel, so we want a couple more workers here. And I think we have two of these small... Oh, I thought we had some. Okay, that's okay. They're cheap anyway. Small buses, they should help us out there. And we'll get the dumper back on track that we took off that line, which apparently was just a momentary... momentary spike in our production. But this thing here needs a ton of concrete, actually 120 and then 650 more, and concrete uses gravel, both to produce the cement and then to actually, where is it here, to actually make the concrete. So we want to have a little bit more of that. Number two is, I'm gonna just get this gravel production thingy. Oh, we don't have related buses, but we have related vehicles here, right? Yes. We have two of these microbuses. We'll just copy the schedule to the one we bought. Boink. And then we can have that guy help out with the workers. Okay, that is number one. So hopefully that will help a little bit with the gravel production here. Number two, we're gonna buy a bit of gravel for our rail. Yeah, we're just gonna, you can auto purchase or you can just do manual purchases, and I'll just do a little purchase. I mean, it's not that expensive, just a couple hundred. So we'll just do a manual purchase like so. So they will have enough gravel at the ready. Next is that we need to hasten this a bit by changing the signaling. Currently only one of these is able to enter this huge orange area there, because the game somehow connects all these tracks into one big blob. So as soon as one is either on the left or the right, this here counts as locked. But that is an easy fix. We'll just get some mixed signals, put them here on the edge, like so, and that should then allow two of these track builders in here. Yeah, so there comes one. We'll just monitor if that actually works. Yeah, and the signal now is blue. How is it blue? How is it blue? Currently it should be red. Oh yeah, it is red. Okay, never mind. It's blue into this, but it's red onto the intersection. Right, so now he's deciding left or right. And he's deciding the right side. Very good choice. And now he's going down there. And now this hill will turn blue, and the second guy would be able to drive up there and start building tracks. And since we have two tracks to build downward toward the train station, and we also have a long connection down here, I'll buy a third construction vehicle. I would love to buy the big ones, but they're so freaking expensive I can't really justify that. So let's see if there's any problems here. Oh yeah, there might be actually that we don't really have these. Yeah, he's coming out here. That is not what we want. We want to assign... Actually, if I stretch it like so, it should pick up a couple of these. We'll just give it a couple minutes. We got other stuff to do, so it's okay. Next thing I want to try and address is the... Yeah, we have plenty of these guys here. Is the prefab panel situation. We got a lot of bricks already, so we're gonna stop the export again. Yes, we're gonna stop unloading prefab panels here. And we're gonna up... How many we have here? No, it's okay. And the reason for that is I didn't realize when we designed this area here how damn expensive these restaurants are. Like 250 prefabs per restaurant. So we're gonna go a little... And also these city hotels. So we're gonna see which ones are furthest along. Which seems to be this one, right? 132... Looks like this one, yeah. We're gonna stop construction on this. We want to finish one hotel first. We're gonna finish maybe this restaurant first and stop construction on the second. We do want a site, so that is a thing. We do want the bar. Lots of concrete here as well. We do want the grocery, so I'll actually reconnect that grocery store. And we'll just cancel the road maybe here. That should be an easy fix later on. Yes, it is. So that they can continue building this. And then we'll have all the basic needs for tourists. They can then eat in a restaurant, they can live in a hotel, they can view a site, have a drink, and buy... Well, maybe the groceries are for the citizens, but... Yeah, actually... Let's actually cancel that. And cancel the whole... Do it like this. Cancel you here and suspend construction. Alright, that should do it. Because there was some guy stuck here. But before, I just came to mind, the groceries is just for the citizens here, and currently they can use this just fine, the shopping center. And I rather want this distribution office to be operational than having a grocery store here that is not yet necessary. Alright. Here we're constantly missing concrete, and we also need concrete on these construction sites over here. I think the beaches are pretty... well, actually, you know what? I'll stop construction of this guy as well. Yeah, one beach is enough for now. We can then, as soon as we have like one set of these constructed, and we can afford a boat, we can then, with the income that the tourists generate, keep building up the area, so then overall we have a good steady income and we don't overextend. Because this here is gonna go down a lot with the expensive radio construction. Radio station construction, rather. Anywho, where was I? We stopped these constructions. Yes, we need concrete, and we do have a bit of room here, so we're gonna get 3 mixers. Yeah, we're gonna get another mixer here. Concrete mixer. Let's get you. And then we still have 2 slots to fine-tune a bit. And here, with all the prefab panels, I think we're not gonna be sorry if we got another open hull trusted Skoda truck. Okay, what's all this? Last chance to buy some stuff. Oh, some cars. Building on fire, that's great. Fire extinguished, even better. Okay, that deals with all the messages. Okay, quick inventory. We do have prefabs, but they're gonna get drawn down fast now. We have bricks, we have a good amount of gravel, but that's also gonna get drawn down. But the trucks are on road, and we got a lot of cement. So we should be okay on that front. And the construction sites here should have what they need to continue on. Goody. Next is gonna be... I observed this a bit, and we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4... No. 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fields that are being harvested. So I feel there's room for 1 more. Maybe even 2. And we can certainly use it because we're constantly on the edge here. We're constantly under 37 tons. So we're certainly buying some crops here. Like, can you believe it? All that to feed the cattle that feed our slaughterhouse. And still, this is not enough. So we're going to build another medium field. And I'm going to cramp this one in here. So that we then later would have some room to build one here. We might... Yeah, I think that's the... Okay, that's perfectly to plan that at night. If I build it here... Could be squeezing 2. I think we could actually. I think that is possible. So let's pause it just a second. So we can optimize the roads here a bit. Or maybe just build, just do it like so. And then do the old squeezeroo. And then let's see if we can't connect these roads again. Like this here looks like I could fit a road through here, right? With a little bit of finagling. Yeah, easy. Okay, too sharp of a turn, whatever. Why is it too sharp of a turn? Okay. Then you can connect this in here and this in here. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight. I mean, these are field connections after all. And then we can do something like that here. I hope I didn't do this type of corner because it wouldn't otherwise reach with the fire departments, but we'll see that in a second. Yes, nice. So we can fit the second field in here. Like so. And then we can actually reconnect you here, and just because I'm a stickler for some similarities, whoops, symmetry rather, not similarity, we are gonna replace that field so everything is square, because I like square. I like turtles. Where is square? Oh yeah, that is actually... Okay, sorry guys. But it's gonna bother me. And in turn, it's gonna bother you. So that's... You just don't know it yet. But if I explain it to you, it'll bother you too. But I won't explain it to you because I'm a good person and you guys don't need to suffer. I'm here to do that for you. So, like this. And then we could squeeze in a couple small fields here if we really needed it. But they're rather inefficient, so I probably don't want it. It would look cool, but for a vehicle to drive from here all the way up to here just to harvest that small field, not sure if that's the best use of their time. I think with these two medium fields we are at the maximum capacity anyways. Okay, let's go through the night, and maybe that'll just put us over the edge so we can get a slight surplus. But yeah, that's my long-term goal, to have enough crops, and we're gonna have to build a load more of these farms, maybe cover all this land here with farms to be able to supply the crops that this little production area needs. It's really kind of crazy, but that's the way it is. Okay, let's actually see if this here worked out. Now they had some time, they should have searched, but they didn't. Why didn't you do that? There are some... Yeah, you could easily pick that one up. Don't quite get this. 42%, yeah. And after that, you can go for this one. Really strange to me. Anyway, and so these guys aren't idle because we are finished here, and they can only continue on once we build the train station. We're going to give them a little task as well. And for that, of course, I'm going to have to undo what I did, as usual. A lot of redoing in this game. We're just going to take out this piece of rail. It's not too much, just a little. So we can have this connection here. Why aren't you cooperating with me? Maybe like so. Yeah, like this looks good. The thing I want to have is going from here to the one. Oh, you know what? It's easier to... like that. Looks kind of similar. Not quite though. That's okay. It's still just planned, so we can cancel a little bit more. This here is actually built and not planned, but hey. Now let's go again. Yeah, that looks much more like it. Where's the actual bend? Is here. And then we should be able to connect down here. Nice and even. Okay, it's not perfectly, but I mean it looks good enough. And now they can actually build this, and that should give them something to do. There's two guys, right? Come on. There we go. Good. And now we have the first track. Awesome. And once they come up here, we're actually going to mirror that signaling. It's like so. So we're going to just do chain signals up here. Boink. Boink. So they could also... these guys. They could also contribute a little bit to that rail construction here. Yeah, don't certainly need you. Maybe until here. Yeah, I think we can push it a little bit further. Where's the mixed? Like so, and then let's see where that takes us. Okay. Remove you. So this whole area can then be built by this construction office up until here, and the other side, which is just one way, because it's already built quite a ways, can be built by that side. And here they come, awesome. And then we're actually gonna have to build a second rail up here. I thought we could just have this be one block, but it's really long. Like, it really takes a while to get up to the border here and then come back. So I think there's no way we can make this work. We have to build a second rail, but that's a bit further down the line. Let's first make a start on our current rail connection. I'm really loving that this here works out, by the way. That is so great. Our little rail office. And I think that is really a first in games that you... I mean, you have a ton of like train management stuff, but to actually be able to build your own... Oh, I need to buy some more gravel. To actually build your own rail system with your own harvested resources, I mean, that has to be a first in games. I can't remember really to have that. Anyhow, now that one comes in as well. Okay, so we have 3 track builders actually capable of working together. That's gonna push our rail system along quite nicely. Now we still have a gravel shortage though. Yeah, quite a severe one, and it looks like it's getting worse. Yeah, we're drawn down here. This facility has gravel now. It's not a worker problem. We do have the workers here. We just don't have enough gravel. Do I really want to buy more? I mean, it's temporary. It's really temporary. I mean, we can just do a one-time purchase and alleviate the situation a little bit. Because gravel is really, really cheap. I mean, you can invest like 8,000 in gravel. Maybe like so. 340, right? 6,000. I mean, that's like one truck. We can do that. And look at... oh my god, they draw it down like immediately. And let's hope we can keep that level once we built and finished the radio station. Okay, but I think that does it for the minor optimizations. And oh no, we still have one. We constantly have a worker shortage in... not quite a shortage, but I mean, we're really drawing them down. So I think we could do with another living quarters. And conveniently enough, we don't need this. Well, just speed through night here. Because you really can't see a dirt road in the night. Just time to take a sip of tea. Ah, see? And after a sip of tea, everything is much clearer. Also the sun helps with it. Now we can remove this, because it's not really necessary anymore. And isn't that really the perfect spot for a nice, lovely home? And where is it? There, residential buildings. We're going to take the big flat that fits just absolutely perfectly in here. Directly close to a school district and all. We can also reach the grocery, I hope. We'll see. But if we cram it in here a little bit, should work out. Okay, and then we just connect you to the... Seriously? Okay. If we move that... No, that doesn't work. But I refuse to give up that easily. We can... Come on. Like so. And that works. And then we'll just build a little extra. I mean, why not? Have a crossing here. Okay, we can't have a crossing here. We have a fire station. Do we want to cross that? You know what? Let's just pretend that was all done with intention. Okay, it wasn't. That's really ridiculous to me. Like, I can do that curve, but I can't... No, whatever. Can't believe this. Okay, I'll do one more try. Maybe if we... I can't believe that this can't fit in here. What if we mess around? No, we really can't. Okay, we could slightly angle this house, though. Because that, I mean, it's just ridiculous. It should fit into this... everything else just doesn't make sense, right? So if you're going to do something, you might as well do it proper, right? We'll just angle you a slight wee bit, like so. That still looks nice. And we'll give that construction, and then this should easily fit in here, and it does. And we'll pay the 300, because why not? Okay, and then we're finally making some progress here. Let's see if we got some more upgrades. Okay. Yeah, you know what? We'll just do that. Rubbles. Oop, no. This little piece, okay. Oh, that was just a... Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought this was a... I didn't think at all, actually. I thought this was like an infrastructure building, but it's just a flat, so we could have not rubbled that, but hey, now it's done. Okay, and these guys are still building, and then we have this whole area, and then once this is done, we can build this road here. Actually, we can already build that. Nobody uses that. Sure. We can upgrade that part already. Maybe make it a little nicer, like around this area, because it's not really very smooth. Like so. Build this, and then go from here. Like connect. Okay, you won't play nice. Why won't you play nice? Really? Okay, maybe there was a reason why this wasn't too smooth. What if we did it like so? And then just give a little bend out. Yeah, this looks okay. This looks okay. I mean, the footpathing, yeah, we could adjust that if we really want it, but I don't really want it. And then we'll do... actually not lighted. That's not necessary. We'll do a regular asphalt road here. Just a long construction site like so. And we don't need the construction here. Okay. Good, and that should keep the construction offices busy for a minute. This here actually is also not used, but is only fire access. Yeah, so we're okay on that front. Righty. Let's check quickly over here if there's any problems. Not really. The only problem is that this isn't yet finished, but that's alright. Got our first hotel. There's people working. That is a problem. We don't have tourists, so let's bring it down. We have space for 70 tourists like that. Let's bring this down as well. And that should be alright. The rest is dependent on plenty of prefab panels. But we should have those. Yeah, we do have those in abundance. Oh, the problem is steel now. I'm actually thinking if we just buy steel here for a while. I'll just do one-time purchases. Oof, that really hurts. Whatever. Let's take a bit of a hit. We need to make progress here. It's just... yeah, we just need to. Alrighty, so that does it for these small adjustments now. Let's see if we can't get... whoops, a start on our pump jacks. Let's just see if all of this works. It's not assigned to a farm. Why isn't it assigned to a farm? Now it's assigned to a farm. Okay, just go the 2,000 meters. I hope we don't take on any fields. Ooh. Isn't there an option for 1,500? It's assigned now anyway, so yeah, we don't need to deal with it. Because I don't want, like, if I make a connection here, then suddenly it's going to pick up some fields here. We don't want that. Alright, so now we need to check out the pump situation over here. And just plop those down. Then we can later decide if we're just going to buy it out, because they're not too expensive. Or if we're actually going to go for the expanding our construction capabilities and all that. Anyway, pump jack. I'm also considering getting a mod for the oil wells, because they're apparently more... they extract more oil, because we really have no good source of oil. But we'll actually see how much we can get from this. Alright, so the way this works, the more green, obviously, these guys have in their proximity, the better they can pump. So, or the more oil they can get, rather. And, well, the oil to fuel ratio is quite ridiculous. If you see, these guys pump 7 tons of oil per day. And then we have the oil refinery, which will consume at maximum production, which is 500 people in there, 250 tons of oil a day. So we can do the math, right? I mean, that is just... that's going to be 30 of these. Roughly, even more. So, yeah. And we can, here, if we're really good, like we can maybe put one here, and one over there. So we have 3. And then we'll have, where's the other one? Yeah, there. And we can try and come in from 2 sides, like have one here and one there to really make, like, provide the optimal coverage or cover all the green that we can reach. But then these 2 won't be at full efficiency, which probably I'll do. So altogether we'll probably come at 4 efficient pumps, right? And then we just need to find another 26 on the map. I mean, that's ridiculous. So maybe we'll go for the oil wells, but we'll see how we get by with what we have, because that is the art of these games, right? Okay, so we have one little green spot here and then a big field over there. So I think we'll go cover this spot here. Just build one pump at the edge. So we'll have one here, one there probably at the edge, and then we'll have one in the middle of this big green thing. Actually, that provides space for 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and there, if they all face inward, we can then build the tank like over here. That should actually work out nicely. Okay, so we'll have to see where the cable connection goes. How much will they be if they buy them out? Yeah, 8,000. That's not too bad. I mean, there's worse things you could buy out. And in the interest of speeding up this playthrough, or playthrough rather, this series and our development, I'd say it's a good idea to invest some capital once we have it, because tourism actually brings in a lot of cash once we get that going. So we'll go like so. And they actually have a lot smaller coverage than what they show. Interesting. So we could probably adjust those a tad to get more coverage. Or maybe just build more. And what if we went like this? And then had... Yeah, what if we did that? Like so, really just cover all the ground. Like that. Really? Okay, we're just gonna auto-rubble our way through that. Okay, I just need to speed through the night because I can't see at all. So if I can't see, by rule of YouTube's compression algorithm, you guys can't see anything. So we'll just speed through, and they're already drawing down our money. That's great. Yeah, we're losing. Didn't we start with 2? Oh, look at this. Nice. Big chunks going out. Yeah, they're building the radio station. For sure. Oh, look at this. We started with 260 this episode, I think, and we're already, yeah, losing quite a bit. Where's the sun coming in? There we go. Alright, but lucky we don't really need to buy out these oil drills just now. Okay, face this one, angle it toward the middle a little bit. Okay, I thought I built it. Like so. And then we just need to find that spot. You know what, actually I'll... Yeah, I picked the wrong spot. Don't talk so much, dummy, just look at what you're doing. That'll be... There we go. Okay, now we find that spot. Come on, come on, turn green. Turn green for Papa. There you go. Okay, and now we have one more. Yeah, we can place one more over here. Yeah, we can place it next to... Actually, we can just remove that piece of road. And redo that later. I mean, who cares? I think here is a pretty decent spot. Lots of green here. I like that. And then we'll buy out that connection. Actually, for now, we'll just do a quick and dirty connection, like so. Come up here, come up there. And then we can redo this whole area later. Alright, so we got a couple pump jacks. And then we got more space down here. But let's actually see how costly it's going to be to connect these guys. We need the pipelines. And we need a tank. Tank is 22 grand. Okay, that is rather expensive. It has 3 points that we can connect it to. But we do have aggregation pumps. Yeah. So we can get these 3 guys aggregated. Let's see, these 3 aggregated on this. And then we'll take 2 more and aggregate it on another one. And then we'll aggregate that onto onto what? We got, where was it? Up here. Ooh, that's quite a ways. That looked closer on the minimap. Jesus, that is quite the distance. And we could maybe place 2 pumps. You know what? I'll just do a... Okay, let's just do the test. We'll just place this one here. And just build... Let's assume we'll have the tank here. Nothing is built yet, right? Anyway. Yeah, that was exactly what I wanted. of that, please. Okay, and then we'll take the pipeline. Say we're going to build it with rubbles. And then we'll... Oh, this is too long. How long can we build? Ooh, 51,000. All right, so we'll have 50,000 until here. Then we'll need a pump. Probably. So this is going to be 150,000 just to draw it to here. So most likely, we're not going to do that. So much for that plan. But we got more pumps built here than I actually thought we would. Now, we're going to have the oil refinery where? Roughly about around here. Oh. So we actually don't need to connect it by train. Interesting. Ah, interesting, interesting. Okay, that's good to know, actually. We might be able to get by doing this with trucks. Which building is on fire? The empty distribution office, okay. That's gonna have its purpose soon enough, but not now. Just a quick look around. You guys are building. Awesome. You are building. Very awesome. Somebody up here is building. And how we're getting along on this side. It's also working. Great. We're already here. Enough gravel. And we are done with this area here. Cool. So we can actually start building the houses because we're going to need some workers. And that is easy enough. We'll just connect the roads. You know, bring a little asymmetry in there. There we go. Introduce a little anarchy into your life. Looking pretty good. Just need tons of prefab panels, but we still don't have any. Okay, never mind. Let's stop these constructions. Because they also need prefab panels and we don't have any anymore. Right, back to the oil problem. Only thing we need to solve now is how to aggregate all that stuff into a tank. But we can probably save one aggregation pump. So with the pipelines being that expensive, we'll just take... Okay, we'll actually build pipelines. Where's that? Choop. A 3-in-1, like so. How much would that cost here if we just built it in rubbles? 14,000 really, and that's accounting for the... I find it hard to believe that. But whatever. We'll also have to find a way to connect fire departments to all that, but that's alright. We'll find a way. And so I think this here is the simplest possible connection. We'll do it like... Ah, that wasn't the plan. Cancel. Button. Okay, and then let's see. If we connect 19 tons of steel, some mechanical components. If we do that with rubles, that's going to be 16,000. Okay. Yeah, perfect. That is exactly what I wanted. How much did I already spend? Oh man. 16,000. And you gonna be 23,000. Okay. So we won't do that. I'll need a good bit of money to do this. Like so, and so, so. Whoo! 50,000 rubles. That's... It's okay. It's... I mean, it can be paid. And then we'll just... Oh, I forgot this guy here. No, I didn't forget it. I didn't. We can actually have 3 connections, right? Oh, 2 of them are out connections. Great! Okay. So we'll have a second aggregation pump. like here somewhere, somehow. Maybe like so, keep a little symmetry and keep space in between the buildings. Place you here, and then we can plan the tank like so. And from there we can then extract this. Okay, and we can... no, that's not what I want to do. I want to go from here to there. From here to there, and give you a little bit of a curve, because, I mean, if we're going broke, might as well go broke in style. From here to there, and from here to there, and that's going to be a cool 117,000 rubles. We're gonna plan this, we're not gonna build it yet. Okay, now we have one tank that can be filled by all these, and that needs to be reachable by a fire department. That might actually be doable. That might actually be doable. The only question is a question of style. We could try and be efficient, build a fire department for this industrial area, which I'm going to do anyway, because we have a steel mill here. That is a huge investment that I want to protect, and a probable fire hazard, because, yeah, it's just lots of hot steel being... and coal and iron being melted, so we don't want that without a fire department. My original plan was fitted in here because it's just perfectly, there's enough space for it. We could put that here and then reach over there. The second, I think, more stylish option, if we find like a small fire department in the mods, or maybe just the regular fire department, and put one here. Have like this offshore fire department and then supply workers to it. And just have one fire truck. It's like an on-site, like we have an oil drilling site here, and on that you'll have one fire department. That's all the work that's there, right? That's like a spooky ghost town thingy, where just a couple fire workers out there, and the oil jacks working. I like that idea more. We'll see if that's feasible, but we'll try, because I like the idea. This is coming along nicely, but of course drawing down our... Oh no, actually gravel stabilized. That's pretty cool. Yep, everybody has gravel. We have something here with the extra truck on the road and the extra bus supplying workers. We're good here. That's great. Alrighty, so looks like we're golden for a cut in the episode, because we're already approaching my new 42 minutes, or 45 minutes is the new 30 minutes, right? Next episode, we're going to start the tourism area. We're going to see if we can't alleviate that cardboard problem we have here. And continue planning this, because the next construction is definitely going to be the industrial area. Until then, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you around for the next episode.